get it. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are coming at you guys with another video. I want to say thank you to those who watched our videos last week. If you missed any of those videos, I want you to go to the YouTube homepage and check them out. We uploaded around 3 videos. We uploaded 3 videos, and I did a video for American Horror Story, and I'm also going to do a video tomorrow night for American Horror Story, so make sure that y'all check that out. Also, this is a part 1, so that means that tomorrow a part 2 will be uploaded to YouTube for you to check out, and it will be up at 5 p.m. Tuesday, September 19th, so don't forget. So on this video, we got some good topics for y'all. Also, if you're watching the Scorpion Show for the first time, please click the subscribe button. And also, if you want to receive notifications when we upload videos, please make sure you click that bell right underneath this video next to the subscribe button, so that way you can get notifications to your phone whenever we upload a video, so you don't have to keep running back to YouTube to see a new video and the video's not there. So we're going to open this video up with talking about the 69th annual Primetime Emmy Awards, and it was hosted by Stephen Colbert. I'm going to say that I enjoyed the show. I don't know when is the last time. No, I probably watched it last year because Jimmy Kimmel hosted, but I probably got bored with it. But this show, it was pretty good from the beginning to the end. And the best thing that I loved about it is that a lot of people, our people, they were winning last night. And I mean winning awards that have never been given out to black people for the first time. And shout out to Lena Waithe, who won for Best Comedy Writing for her show Masters of None. And Aziz Ansari also won. Sterling K. Brown won Best Lead Actor in a Drama Series for This Is Us. Donald Glover won Best Directing of a Comedy and Best Lead Actor in a Comedy. So we were up there just winning shit. I mean, it was just a good night. And then I see,
well deserved.
Yeah, and very well deserved. And it has to be a lot of inspiration for a lot. Yeah, I gotta turn this back on. It has to be inspiration for a lot of people that want to get into writing or directing, and you know, seeing that now, like, you see people that look like you actually winning. Because I mean, before it was kind of just like Spike Lee doing his own thing. He was in his own lane, and his work wasn't being recognized, or his movies wasn't being recognized like that. So now you have all of these new people coming up, and I think that Ava DuVernay is leading the charge right now. But now you got all of these people just doing stuff from Netflix and Hulu and regular TV and cable TV. It just has to be inspiring. And Lena Waithe's speech, she had the best speech of the night. It was the best acceptance speech of the night, and shout out to her. I thought for a second that Sterling, I think his name is Sterling K. Brown, I believe that's his name. His wife looked like Issa Rae to me, and I was like, wait a minute, are they together? I didn't know the man was married because I don't really know him like that, but I was happy he won an Emmy. So then something I noticed is that it's kind of like that feud story with Bette and Joan, but it's not really a feud between
Bette and Joan.
Ain't it Betty Davis and Joan? You know what I meant to say, bitch. They ain't my girls like they're yours. But Reese Witherspoon and Nicole Kidman, they were saying that they had decided to come together because it was hard for them to like get jobs and stuff like that. And they came up with this show, Big Little Lies, that come on HBO, and they won an Emmy as you know, for the show itself, because their names are on it too. I'm just like, I didn't know it was that bad for white actresses. I think that all the actresses need to come together and do something about this.
Well, I think it's also actresses of a certain age, because both of them are in their 40s. Nicole Kidman may be close to 50.
Yeah.
Reese Witherspoon, I'm sure she's either in her late 30s or in her 40s, but I'm gonna check. But I think once you hit a certain age, because you gotta think about it too, a lot of these movies and a lot of these TV shows that are coming out now are unknown actors and actresses. A lot of these TV shows, these new TV shows, these are actors that we've never seen before, never heard of before. So that's where the industry is going to now. They're going to a younger crowd, new faces, and Nicole Kidman and Reese Witherspoon, they're a thing of the past. Like, Nicole Kidman has been acting for over 30 years. Like, she's
Yeah, I don't want to say washed up, but
no, I don't mean washed up, but I mean she's of a certain age.
They're moving on. Yeah, they're moving on.
And so now Nicole Kidman, even somebody like Julia Roberts, now, she still has to go and audition now because even though she's an Oscar winner, she's Julia Roberts. But there's people coming in after her, and it's like, you know, we're looking for people younger. So I can understand why they may not be getting the roles that they once were able to get some years ago. But it is what it is, and you know, that's Hollywood. It's always been like that. Hollywood has always been like that. Nothing has changed. Yeah, Reese Witherspoon is 41. So yeah, she's up there. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to check Nicole Kidman real quick. She is
47, 48,
50. She just turned 50 this June.
Girl.
So, yeah, so they're up there.
I should have thought about Vanilla Sky. And her and Tom Cruise back in the day.
Not even Vanilla Sky. That was in the 2000s or late 90s. I'm talking about going all the way back to the late 80s when she played Sam Neill's wife. That movie where they were stuck on the boat with her, Sam Neill, and Billy Zane. Okay?
You know I don't know.
Yes.
So don't give
that was when she was like 20 years old. Wait until I find that movie. Wait. And it's a good movie too. And I know some of y'all probably like, yes, that is a good movie. Dead Calm. Yes. 19.
Who?
It's called Dead Calm. Yep.
Oh,
Sam
Dead
Neill,
Calm.
Billy Zane.
Okay.
What year was that? 1989. She was 22. And she played the wife of Sam Neill and Billy Zane, whatever the case may be, but Billy Zane was crazy. It's a good movie, and they're out on the boat, stuck on their private boat, their yacht, out in the middle of the ocean. It's really good. It's really good. So Nicole Kidman is no spring chicken.
No, she's not. But I mean, because you know, I'd see never. I mean, maybe she's the only one, but I always say Meryl Streep. She stays with the job. At least 3 movies around this time of year. I'm pretty sure she might be nominated for a Golden Globe or an Oscar, depending on what kind of role she took. But I'm sure she got a movie coming out.
Yeah.
But she stays with the job.
She does, but you also notice too that her roles are limited as well. She's not in a lot of movies like she used to be. And a lot of the roles that she's taking on now, she's playing historical figures. You see what I'm saying? She's not playing, and if she is playing a regular person, she's kind of like the supporting actress.
Yeah, but I still want to see that Florence Jenkins movie. I need it to come on Netflix so I can watch it. Or on demand. I can watch it on demand as well. What else happened at the Emmys? So last night at the Emmys, Sean Spicer came out. You know, I guess he was, before I talk about him, I want to say it was a big night for SNL. Kate McKinnon and Alec Baldwin won. It was a big night for a show.
First Emmy for Donald Trump.
Who? Oh, yeah. Donald Trump ain't won the Emmy, did he?
I know, that's why I said the first Emmy for him.
Oh, but they went in on him. I mean, they went all night. Starting from the show, Stephen Colbert, he was saying that Donald Trump was complaining about winning the Emmys, and he was saying, unlike the presidency, you only can win the Emmy by winning the popular vote. So he got him on that, and then the 3-0.
Well, when I said that about first Emmy for Donald Trump, because they said, I think it was Alec Baldwin who said that had he won an Emmy when he was on The Apprentice, maybe he wouldn't have ran for president.
Maybe, but that's true. Maybe. But you know, he's just with some other stuff. But it was they did a movie together or a song 9 to 5. Who's those 3 names? Dolly Parton,
Jane Fonda, and Lily Tomlin.
Yes, all I seen was Botox up there last night.
But Jane Fonda looks good.
She looks amazing.
She's about to be
79, and I didn't even know that was Jane Fonda up there last night.
She like
and then she turned it.
She like Nicole Kidman 30 years ago.
She's spending tattooing money real well.
Hey,
and
her money and her father's money. Because the father was a big actor too. Henry Fonda. Okay?
Well, he's not sure. He's not here anymore.
No, he died years ago.
Yeah.
But he was a big Hollywood actor.
Yeah, but they were up there. And then when they started to go in, what's the lady? The other, not Jane Fonda, who the other lady? Not Dolly Parton, the other one.
Lily Tomlin.
Yeah, when Lily Tomlin started to go in, bitch, Dolly Parton, she was not here for it a little bit. She ain't, I don't think she knew they was gonna get political like that. So she was trying to step back, but then she ain't say nothing like the other two did. Yes, Botox City, bitch. But Jane Fonda, look at her.
70 fucking 9. Angela, ponytail, bitch. Okay. All 3 of them ages combined.
She is snatched. You talking about Miss Tina got snatched.
Okay.
That's snatched.
All 3 of their ages combined is 150 years old.
No, that's a lie. Bitch. It's higher than that. You tried it. Botox City. That's the new name. Anytime I go in another movie.
Well, Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin have a very popular show on Netflix.
That's the one that Frankie and Alice.
Yeah, it is.
Frankie and Grace or something like that.
No, I thought it was Frankie. Oh, well, somebody.
Frankie and Alice is Halle Berry.
Okay, well, yeah. Listen, okay.
Grace and Frankie.
Grace and Frankie.
And they trying to get Dolly Parton, but she's saying she ain't got the time. Okay. But she was already not there for them. She's a strong supporter. But let me stop.
She's a bunch.
Yeah, on the show.
No,
just real life. You're trying it. I'm not gonna do that. I don't know that old lady like that. All I know, she went in a View recently, probably like a month ago. And that's all. That's where I'm gonna leave it at. Lily Tomlin. Lily fucking Tomlin.
Tomlin.
That's what
not
I said.
Tomlin.
I said Tomlin.
Oh.
Because I wanted to say Tomlin's son, but I said Tomlin.
Whose husband?
No, I don't know who husband she is.
I mean,
I didn't mean that. I don't.
Yeah.
Baby.
I'm not joking. And it's not funny.
But yeah, I gotta check out these shows because I felt so stupid. The Handmaid's Tale. Viola Davis lost out Best Actress to the lady from The Handmaid's Tale, and I said, "Really, really? She was better than Annalise Keating? Really?" So I got to check it out and see what was going on. Masters of None. I was mad at y'all for not telling me about that show. I was really mad. So I'm glad to see that it's being recognized and that it's winning. It is winning. And Issa Rae, shout out to Issa Rae, because when they asked her who she wanted to see, when she said all the black people, and that's how we been. I ain't gonna lie, it's nothing against white people.
It's just that
I
we
promise
overlook so much.
Yes,
it's like we want to be recognized.
Yeah, and like even when you watch game shows and you see somebody black on there, you be like, I want them to win.
And
it's nothing
against white.
Nothing against white.
And
people.
speaking of black people, and this is totally off topic, but speaking of black people winning, I can't remember if we talked about it, but LL Cool J is going to be honored in December at the Kennedy Center Honors, and he will be the first hip hop artist to be honored at the Kennedy Center Honors. That is a major accomplishment. Okay, because the Kennedy Center Honors, they honor entertainers around the world for their excellent achievement, you know, in performing arts. And it's a big high, you know, it's a high honor, you know, and usually the president and the first lady are there, but this year Trump and his wife won't be there. Because a lot of the honorees said that if he is there, they won't accept their award. Which it happened before in the past. Barbara Streisand, she was going to be honored earlier, but she didn't want to be honored with George Bush while he was president. But then they re-invited her, and she said, "Okay, I'll do." But it had to be his last year in office, and it was his last year in office when she accepted and became, you know.
Did he put the thing on her neck?
No, they don't. No, that's when they're sitting in the thing and they already have it on, or whatever the case may be. But I don't know. No, they don't. The presidents don't put them on, but they have this big thing. But her whole thing was because, you know, she was a big anti-Bush. She couldn't stand Bush. Yeah, she couldn't stand Bush. But I just wanted to say that because I just thought about it. We were talking about black people winning. And I'm like, yes. So back to the ends.
Yeah. So it was just a very inspiring show, especially when you see your people up there winning. And you know, now it's just like they said, this was the most diverse nominations ever. I think it even beat out the year before. And as long as they keep adding in shows like streaming shows on Netflix and Hulu and Amazon Prime, the table is always going to be open. And all of you TV girls, y'all better not get comfortable, because as you can see last night, The Handmaid's Tale was still on all the awards last night.
What's The Handmaid's Tale?
It's some show that comes on Hulu. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to check it out. And the Queen, is The Crown.
The Crown, yeah, that's my show.
What's his name? John Lithgow won the Emmy last night.
For playing Winston Churchill.
Yes.
I'm waiting for season 2 to come back on. I hope it does come back on, because that was a really good show.
Now, I can't remember the name of the show, but John Lithgow has a show on NBC, or had a comedy show. It was funny as hell. It was so funny, and I can't remember the name. Ask you, Miller, if you're watching, type it. I mean, huh?
Oh, I thought it was playing. Never mind. That's not the show.
No, bitch. Because I used to love Third Rock. Third Rock from the show. The Sun was my show back in the day, and I used to love when the repeats came on. But yeah, shout out to him. So, Sean Spicer. Sean Spicer made his appearance at the Emmys last night, and also the week before. I believe I seen him on either Jimmy Kimmel or I think it was Jimmy Kimmel. And I'm trying to find, a lot of people were upset with Sean Spicer being at the Emmys last night to say, oh, this is going to be the most watched Emmys in period and all history and all of that, like he did earlier this year about the crowd size of Donald Trump's inauguration, which was a lie. Now a lot of people are saying this is how whiteness work, even though they did their thing. Now all of a sudden everybody wants to normalize him and make him human again, when he works for one of the worst presidential administrations ever. Well, he used to. So a lot of people got mad. I don't think we should be normalizing him right now, because there's too much going on. If not unless he does interviews and tell his true opinion on how he felt about everything, or if he writes a book, that's the only thing I want to hear. But to just get on TV and let's just act like, oh, ratings, you know, it's a good thing. I don't think it's a good thing. Just like I seen TMZ this afternoon, and I seen that Anthony Scaramucci was in on the whole show with Harvey Levin. And it's like, why are y'all like trying to put them on TV and boost your ratings up and stuff like that? Because they work for an administration of hell, where a lot of people are afraid. A lot of white, not just white people, I meant to say Mexican people. People that's undocumented that's here. People that are Muslims. People that are just afraid because Donald Trump catered to that crowd, and these people got on TV and they lied every day. Even though it was their job, they lied and just act like it was nothing. I mean, they bitch, whoever was her name. Oh, the female.
Sarah.
No, Sarah. Oh my God, she's a mess. But the other one, you don't see her on TV as much. Kellyanne Conway. You don't even see her on TV. Like, I don't want y'all to put them and make them stars on TV and be like, hey, come here and let's have some fun. Because when they were standing from their podiums, they spewed a lot of hate. They said a lot of bullshit. And it's like, why glorify them? Those are people who you can't trust, because they showed you what they'll do for $1. And I just don't think that these shows should be doing it. Just let them go on somewhere. If they want to make $1, write a book. But the only thing I'm happy for Sean Spicer is that he got a chance to meet the Pope, even though Donald Trump ain't had nothing to do with it. He went with another crew that was it was somebody from this group from the White House. They went over there and stuff like that, and he had a chance to meet the Pope. I was so happy for him. Other than that, I don't think about Sean Spicer. Don't care about Sean Spicer, and I don't want to see him on TV. And Melissa McCarthy was better at Sean Spicer than Sean Spicer was last night. What do you think about this normalization?
I don't see anything wrong with that, because I feel like we've done it. The entertainment industry has done it before in the past with other people, and you know, I just feel like you said, you know, even though it was his job, it was his job to be a liar. I mean, he worked for a liar, so therefore he's going to lie. It doesn't make it right, but that was his job, and so therefore, now that that's no longer his job, people, you know, they wanted to make light of the fact that, you know, the whole crowd size, whatever the case may be. You know, I chuckled when I see him come out and did it, and then it was just like, okay, you know. But it's like, if any of us are really expecting for him to say otherwise regarding Donald Trump and his administration, you can forget it, because it ain't happening in a long time. If you're expecting him to tell the truth, it's not going to happen, because Sean Spicer has the same mindset as Donald Trump. That's why Donald Trump hired him. He's not going to come out and tell the truth, because he doesn't want the repercussions that all these other people have gotten when they've spoken out against Donald Trump. So he's going to always remain, quote unquote, loyal to Donald Trump. This whole normalization thing, I mean, he was on stage for how many minutes? Like a minute? Not even a minute? I mean, it's just like, come on, like, you know, to me, I actually looked at it as them making a fool of him. That's how I looked at it. They made a fool of you. You were brought out in the podium. It was, to me, I looked at it as the Emmys and Stephen Colbert were actually making a fool of him, and he was being that little monkey that they're always making a fool of, and he don't even realize he's being made a fool of.
That's a great way to look.
That's how I looked at it. Like, he's being made a fool of, because we all know you lied about the crowd size. We all know that this, you know, you were being made a fool of. and you came out and you did your whole little shuck and jive, you know, and with all this outside. So it was like they were making a fool of him, and they were still making a fool of him. Like you said, the whole show last night was people dissing the whole administration. And this was a part of the administration. And so we're gonna get this clown to come out here and be an even bigger clown. To his face. You know, I just feel like that whole normalization thing, I just think that kind of was blown out of proportion. Sean Spicer was made a fool of by the Emmys. They knew how to do it, and they did it in the right way, because white people can be real sarcastic. So I knew that somebody white was handling the Emmys last night when they called him to come out on that stage. They probably made him think that he was going to be this big star, but yet we were all laughing at him, not with him.
They went off when he came out.
We were laughing at him. He's a clown. And then he came out like a clown, with the podium sliding on stage. A podium with a job that he no longer has anymore. Hello?
He lost his job to a woman.
So
yeah. So, I just don't agree with all of that. I say, let Sean Spicer stay where the fuck he's at. Somewhere else.
Yeah, but if he stays where the fuck, if you want him to stay where the fuck he's at, then I don't want to hear what he has to say, period. Yeah, because he's lied about every fucking thing. Like, let's be for real. Why would you honestly think that these people who work for Donald Trump would lie throughout their whole tenure working with him and then come out and say, oh yeah, I lied about everything? They're not going to do that.
But we already know they're lying. Because
we know that. So then why do we need them to admit that they were lying? Because they're not going to do it.
I'll say I wouldn't mind reading.
A book? Yeah. Of course, because everybody puts that in the book. But then that's in a book. That's what everybody does when they're writing a book.
But he's not going to, I don't know where he's going to work. Not unless he's going to go back. Wasn't he a part of the
Sean Spicer is going to be just fine. Some white law firm or some white firm down there in D.C. is going to hire him, and he's going to be just fine. Yeah. Some Republican down there is going to... These people are going to be just fine. That's why I always say when these people get fired, that's not the end of the road for them. Because before you know it, they all pop up on Fox News.
Well, you always have a job as long as you're a Republican.
Yeah, so it's like they're not... They just lost that job. He's going to get another job. Being somebody else's... what do you call them? Court jester.
So Kevin Hart got caught. You know what? Let's save Kevin Hart for the next video. Let's save it for the next one because we done already went in about a whole bunch of stuff. So let's throw in Wendy Williams. Today, Wendy Williams returned to her show. Shout out to Wendy Williams. This is her 9th season, and I'm really happy for Wendy.
Because I didn't think we'd go past the first.
No, because I mean it was. We couldn't see Radio Wendy being TV Wendy, and she left Radio Wendy to be TV Wendy, and I like TV Wendy because I have a love-hate relationship with her sometimes. This morning I had a hate relationship with her because I just didn't like how the way she was talking about Janet Jackson, and I'm gonna tell you why. She was talking about Randy talking about Janet Jackson's the situation. But she said, well, who ain't in that kind of relationship? And her audience was like, not me. Like, they're like, bitch, what? They couldn't believe
she's in that kind of relationship.
And I said,
with that man who don't want her.
Yes. I said, Wendy just put her whole business out there. Because everybody's like, no, they don't want to be in a relationship where they're being called a bitch. She's like, people say all kinds of stuff to each other. But she was trying to normalize that.
Because we all know her husband don't see it for her.
No. And if it's already, well, we already know that.
I love her.
She likes it. He likes it. She loves it. I guess.
She's shaped like that pole.
Yeah, but I just can't believe that Wendy was and she said, well, yeah. And she said last night. I mean this morning. I got a P-shaped body.
She does.
She said. But I was out there on that beach. I enjoyed myself. She said she didn't see no cameras, so she don't know how she got snapped.
You never did. This is 2017. These cameras are far away. That's why I don't understand how when these news be asking you, can you identify something on the corner store camera?
Okay. Too blurry. Oh, if you know who that is, call.
No. One is in black and white. I can't see their fucking face because it's too damn grainy. So no, I don't know who that is. So no, I won't be calling this number. As much as I need that $5,000 reward, I won't be calling this number.
And the people that be having them home cameras, those be the best ones.
Yeah, they do.
Because they catch you. And they put this man shooting up a house because the family asked them to turn the music down because they got children trying to go to bed. He comes around the car and shoot at the house.
Yeah.
Why? Why would you do that? Just don't shoot at my house. Please, no more. Like, we already got too much. A fucking bullet came through our door. New Year's night. Just come on. Come on. I'm glad nobody was downstairs.
That's because you know why.
Yeah. I didn't even know cause I'm
because I'm
no. That shit was horrible.
That shit was horrible.
And
you shouldn't be bringing that shit here.
Yeah, I got a text like,
cause you always in this
is
room.
everything okay? Bitch, what are you talking about? How would you think something like that? They wake everybody in the house up.
Nobody won't. Nobody.
Next subject. Because they tried it.
Nobody woke. Nobody
woke me up. Nobody damn sure ain't come to the 3rd floor. So y'all just gonna let me lay there?
They put the beaches down.
Hey, you know what?
Throw it in that closet.
They sure did. We're not gonna go there because they don't even know what we're talking about. And I ain't gonna go there. But I'm getting that thinking about it.
Because a lot of shit happens
Yes.
at this address
It
with
sure
people
did.
who don't.
Now shut the fuck up. Yes, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Trying to make it all spicy, showing spicy. But they don't up. I know. Tell me about it. Tell me the fuck about it.
Yeah, every time I pull up, well, you know so-and-so happened. Well, who happened? Because so-and-so, but they don't even live here.
Okay? Yes. So, Wendy, I just didn't like what Wendy was saying, that shit about Janet just normalizing verbal abuse, because you know what? Verbal abuse
is abuse.
It's abuse, but it could lead to physical abuse. And physical abuse could lead you to the graveyard.
To Sam's funeral.
Yeah, and you don't want that. So don't be sitting there normalizing that and saying, but what couple don't talk to each other like that? No, Wendy. What you do in your relationship is totally different
and
from
you should
what
keep
other
that
people
between
do.
you and Big Kev.
Yeah. You think Big Kev is Big Kev?
Listen.
Can you? Let's change the subject.
I can't.
No.
I can't even imagine Big Kev climbing on top of that big me. Because Whit is turning him on. It's just
that mouth.
straight back.
That mouth.
I bet you.
Probably.
Yeah.
I would. If I mean, I would.
You have no other choice. You have no other choice, Kevin. Because
don't think I said I would have sex with Wendy Williams. Let's get that straight.
Let's say that.
Wendy, how you doing? But yeah, Wendy's back, and I might save this for the next video. This is just a warm up, because we got some topics. Can we get Kanika Jenkins out the way right now? I don't want to use this as a sweep this under the rug type of story. Now, let's say like when we tell a story, right? If we tell the story wrong, y'all curse us out. If we leave out one piece of information, oh, you didn't do your research, oh, you didn't do this, and oh, you didn't do that. Kanika Jenkins' story is way too complicated right now for us to discuss. Anybody else that's discussing it is pure speculation.
Right.
And I don't want that for us, especially with a sensitive topic like that, because Kanika went from allegedly being raped to being sold for $200.
I didn't hear that one.
Yeah. You know, it was a setup. She was being raped on the bed, and she was raped in the bathroom. The girlfriend left her. They all left the room together. One of the people made up, one of her friends was being a thot, and she went to go fuck somebody else, and then left her with the other guy, so anything could have happened. When the cops said all along that she was real drunk, and this is how she landed there. Now we don't know how she got in the freezer, because there's no camera showing how she got in the freezer, but we did see her stumbling around that hotel, and I mean
By herself.
With
her friends. Where were they? How do you let your friend walk out like that?
I don't know what is their excuse. They gotta come up. I don't know, but I want to see the videos. If they have any videos with her with somebody, not just her coming off the elevator and going through the hallway, stumbling, bumbling. And I've never been 19 and drunk, so I don't know what's the effects on her body. But I mean, it looked like it could be more than just alcohol, because I mean, she was unaware of where she was at, and I mean, she was really like bam, and just.
But how did they let her friends? And that's the part that bothers me.
Mm-hmm.
We've all been with people who have been drunk. But how do your friends allow you to even leave a situation by yourself and nobody follows after you?
Mm-hmm.
Not even one person to make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it. I didn't get that at all when I saw the video of her stumbling through the hallway. I turned it right off. I said, "Come on," because I don't see nobody with her.
Yeah.
I'm turning this off.
And then you got all of these people editing the video and adding different shit into it. It's like y'all making a mockery of this little stuff.
Yeah. And
everybody doing it for likes and clicks and
and I feel like a lot of people are making a mockery of it too by putting their whole theory and trying to be Inspector Gadget. I don't want to read your theory. I don't want to know what your theory is about this. Let the people who get paid to investigate this, let them do this. Because you putting this all out there, you ain't doing nothing but adding salt to the wound for her family. Okay? Mm-hmm. They don't need for y'all to be on the internet talking about, oh, well, this is how I think it happened, and oh, I came up with the solution, or this is my theory. Nobody gives a fuck about your theory. Because if something like that happened to my sister, I don't want to see what your theory is. Keep that to yourself. Social media sure does know how to add salt to the wound. And you shouldn't do that. Allow this family to grieve properly. Allow the investigators to do their job. They don't need you all on the internet taking the video and then editing it. Because my coworker said to me, "Oh, you know, there was a Black Lives Matter activist, and the police, he was out there, and he demanded they gave him the video, so the police gave him the video, and now he why the fuck would the police give him a video?" Yeah, like, I'm just saying, like, are you listening to yourself? Are you listening to yourself? But but that's because this new age of social media, everybody believes everything they put on social media, and social media is people's lives nowadays. So now people are putting, I don't care about your theory, and this family of this young lady, they don't care about your theory either. Okay? Don't get into that. Just let these people grieve properly. Yeah. This is one of the reasons why I have not posted anything about it, other than I'm tired of seeing all these Inspector Gadgets out there. Yeah. And that's it. And that's the only thing I don't need to post nothing else, because this family needs to continue to grieve, and they need to find answers to why their daughter, their sister, or whomever died the way she did. Yeah. And they don't need Mikkel's input on why it is or how he thinks she died.
Yeah, because right now, our only finger I could point is at the friends. That's the only place. And I told you guys last week when we briefly discussed it, like, your friends, like we talked about it. When you see somebody fucked up, you just don't leave your friend like that. This making me mad, because we all know how I get. So I mean, and they don't let me. I don't care if I fight them. Bitch, they like, bitch, the fuck in this car. Like, I'm being honest, but I'm sorry. But,
because you could hurt yourself if somebody let you go, or somebody could hurt you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
So it's like, you don't let you go off by yourself. And it doesn't matter how many times you curse us out or how many times you swing, because the swings never land.
But yeah, I mean, it's
you know what I mean? We don't let you go off by yourself, because that's what your friends do. That's why I said, when I saw that video of her stumbling through that hallway, I said, the first thing I asked was, well, where's her friends?
Yeah, but everybody's so concerned about, but the freeze is not there. But we don't see her going into the
Then I saw somebody post a video of her getting off the elevator. Oh, look, and they say, oh, look, because is it me or is somebody standing behind her in the elevator? No,
people editing it in, And then they put their fucking social media tag in there. If you really want somebody to see, why you gotta put your social media tag in there?
Because they want the likes and followers.
Yeah, likes and clicks. Don't do that to somebody. I wouldn't want nobody know who done it with me.
That's why I said, if something like that was to happen to somebody that I love, don't play that who done it shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because that's a sure way to get cussed out and then blocked.
Yeah, and then the family is going through so much because they keep going back to the hotel. You got everybody out there protesting.
I feel bad for that mom. I really do.
When is the funeral? When do they have time to plan for her funeral? What's going on? She was like, I know the mom said she'll do a GoFundMe when it's time to do a GoFundMe. But other than that, we don't really know what's going on. She's saying people.
They probably have no life insurance.
Maybe, but
she can doing a GoFundMe.
But she was saying, I'm not sure. I don't know.
I don't know too many people who have life insurance that need to GoFundMe. Nobody.
But now that she had children, because sometimes they do like the father who's that's so horrible.
What?
The father that got killed on right over here near Spring Garden. He got out his car.
Oh yeah, that was horrible. And I'm so happy. I'm gonna say it. They called them niggas. Yeah. Because that's exactly what they were. Niggas. They were niggas and they was coons for doing that to that man. And they were so stupid because they told the police that was our plan, was to go down there and rob somebody. But not only did you rob and kill this man, but y'all dumbasses didn't get very far because every block that they went on their escape route had cameras, and they just caught them.
Yeah, and then you ran and got on the subway thinking nobody won't see you running there.
That's why I said
do better.
Niggas and coons. The cops said, you know what, y'all just gave up. We didn't even have to go put out a search team. We just had all we had to do was grab the cameras. And every block they ran on had surveillance cameras. And the cameras
area like
tracked
that,
them all.
better.
Yeah. Because niggas like them come down there to rob people.
And that's always been a nice thing. That area has come up a whole lot. And I mean, the family, just the father that he was, and then the daughter was with him.
2-year-old daughter in the backseat, and you shoot the kid. Like, come on with the dumb shit.
It's so horrible. I feel bad for his wife.
And then when I saw one of the brothers, one of the killers on the news, he looked like a fucking coon. Like an uneducated coon. Now you and your brother, y'all done destroyed this man's family, and now your family's destroyed because you and your brother are both going to jail for murder.
Yeah, you know they're never coming out, right?
Hell no!
They're never coming out.
They shouldn't come out. They killed this man in front of his 2-year-old daughter after he parked his car. They shouldn't come the hell out. All because they wanted to go down Spring Garden and rob somebody. They should never come out of jail. Ever. Ever. Their mother and father should always have to go to jail to visit them. Because this man's family they now have to go to the cemetery to put flowers on his grave. So therefore their family should always have to go to jail to visit them. And they're lucky they're not in somebody's grave.
That's so horrible. She had a 2-year-old daughter and the wife just had a baby.
That's disgusting. Like, when I saw that on the news, I said there is no way on God's green earth that they did that. And sure enough, that's what they did. In front of his 2-year-old daughter. But see, that's what happens when you are trying to come up on that fast money. Not even fast money, they wanted to rob him for his car. And ended up shooting and killing him.
Sad.
Goofy coons. Those are the type of people you call coons. Yeah, you're a coon for doing something like that. And I will proudly call them a coon.
So we're gonna go. We're gonna damn, I'm just fucked up because that's just horrible. Sorry y'all. So yeah, we're gonna come back with another video tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching, because we're gonna talk about R. Kelly's accuser, Jerronda Pace, that was on The Real this morning. We're gonna talk about that. Lady Gaga canceling her show. The View, another change up at The View, and the unrest in St. Louis. So make sure y'all check that video out tomorrow. Thank y'all for watching this video. Can't wait to read your comments, and we will see y'all soon. Well, tomorrow. Peace. Who's that?
Turn this off and I'll tell you. Turn the camera off.